What's up, y'all? Jam Monster 81. I know it's been about a week since I made a video. I just been real busy getting my house and stuff squared away. We've been cleaning out the garage and doing all kinds of things, fixing my lawn, my mulch. And if you know mulch like I know mulch, you know that it actually sucks putting a bunch of mulch out. We've been trying to get everything situated to get out of here. I got about 32 days left in Cleveland, Ohio, and I'll be heading back to Camp Pendleton, California, pretty much in the San Diego Oceanside area. So if you're out there, make sure you hit me up. We can hit the gym or something. What I wanted to kind of talk about today is kind of getting a little bit past your plateau in your weight training. For example, my plateau that I hit was in deadlifts. Yours could be, your bench press or anything. So I'm just going to tailor this around an experience that happened with me and how I did it to get past it, but it more relates to deadlifts, okay? I don't know if you can take this and kind of put it into perspective for a different exercise that you're doing, that you're plateauing in, but hopefully it helps. Well, as you know, I was doing deadlifting PR videos for a while. I think my last deadlifting PR video was at 315 pounds on my deadlift. I plateaued at 315. My goal after 315 was to try to jump up to 335, and I pretty much went about it all wrong. I tried to get in the gym after hitting 315 a couple times, maybe once or twice, and I thought that, hey, 315 felt pretty light, so I'm gonna jump up to 335. Well, when I did that, I jumped up to 335. I went down to get the bar up, and it felt like my shoulder snapped a little bit. It wasn't really bad. It was just a throbbing pain. So I completely stopped making deadlifting videos. I stopped trying to hit my PR because I got demotivated because I couldn't get past 315. Well, about a month ago, I did hit 335, and I was happy I didn't get it on camera because I figured you guys didn't really want to see it. But once again, I plateaued at 335 and couldn't put no more weight on the bar. And when I say no more weight, I'm talking I couldn't even go to 340. Didn't work. Couldn't get it up. Hurt, leg shake, everything. So what I started to do was I started to go back and kind of reevaluate how I was actually doing my deadlifts. I went back and watched a lot of clips from Big Play Ray and his deadlifts. I watched numerous people on YouTube doing their deadlifts, and I was like, okay, my goal, let me fast forward a little bit, my goal in deadlifting is to hit 400 pounds, period. I don't care about anything past 400. 400 is where I want to get. If I get 400, anything else after that is a positive, it's just extra, it's a plus. But 400 is my max that I want to hit. So this past, let me back up again. So I was watching all kinds of videos on YouTube, just trying to, help figure out a way to get past this 335. What it came down to, and this is how I broke my plateau, because I actually did eventually, which was this Friday, hit 350 twice. Well, actually one time, tried it again, got it up and dropped it, but the first time it was completely clean and I was actually happy. I should have recorded it, but I didn't have my camera. Now, how I got past that plateau, after watching all those videos and things of that nature, I started changing the way I did things. I couldn't put any more weight on the bar at 335. I went up to 340, couldn't never get it up. So what I did was, I downgraded all my weight. I went back down to 225, and I stayed between the 225 and the 250 range, and I would just start max repping that. I max repped that for a good month. And what I mean by max repping is that for me, I do about 4 sets on my deadlifts, between 8 to 10 reps. So I would max rep, which is 10. 10 is my max. I would max rep my deadlifts at 225, between 225 and 250 for 10 reps for 4 sets. I did that for a good month straight. And in between that, I would increase my weight from there by 5 pounds each lift. So I would go 225, then I'll go 230, then I'll go 235, then I'll go 240, then I would stop. Then maybe that next, because I would deadlift between every Tuesday and every Friday. I had to increase the amount of times I deadlift per week though, because I was only doing it about once a week. I would do my regular back workout on Tuesdays and I would deadlift on Fridays. You see what I mean? So I had to change that and go deadlift on Tuesdays and Fridays. But every time I would increase my weight by 5 pounds. So after doing that, I got to this Friday and I got past 335. I hit 340 on Friday. I said, okay, cool. I hit 345 on Friday. I said, cool. Well, you know what? Let's stop at 350. Give it a shot. Let's try it. Because I had been increasing my weight for a month by 5. So I started getting used to it. So this past Friday, like I said, I finally hit 350. Congratulations to myself. I finally hit 350, which was great. Now, how does this translate into overcoming your plateaus? as you can tell for me, what it took for me to do was to go back and reevaluate how I was doing my deadlifts, my technique, my form, my posture. I went back and looked at YouTube videos, and what it came down to for me was I needed to keep my butt a little bit lower, and I needed to get my head up a little bit higher, you know, kind of more or less pointing up. I needed to do that, and I use this type of grip, 1 over 1 under type of grip. I don't know if it has a specific name, but I use that kind of grip, and it came down to increasing my weight by 5 and actually quit, not necessarily trying to I don't want to say outdo myself, but get this ego lifting type of thing out of my brain and say, you know what, quit trying to go so high and rep so much weight. Downgrade the weight to 225. That's what I told myself. Downgrade to 225. It's still heavy to me anyway. Downgrade to 225 and just rep it and get stronger and get better at the form before I go and try to hit new PRs, because I realized, even looking at my old videos, my form might have looked decent, but now it's a little bit better. And my next PR, I'm trying to see if I can record it. Maybe it'll be 365 or something like that. Try to give you something to look at. Vice 350, 355, that's still kind of weak. But if you don't take anything else from this video, hope it made sense. Hope it inspires you to go back and reevaluate your training. That's what the purpose of it is, to go back and reevaluate your training to get you past your plateaus. Think back on what you're doing. Look at what you're doing and what you've been doing to get you to the point to where that you plateaued. Go back, shift through some of the BS, and figure out what it is that you can do to get better. So if you don't take anything else from this video, what I want you to take from it is, number 1, go back, reevaluate your training. Number 2, don't worry about how much weight you increase by putting on the bar, if that makes sense. Like, don't worry about putting, oh, I want to increase my weight by 10 pounds, you know, every week. Hey, if you increase your weight by 2 pounds or 5 pounds, that's still good. Don't be ashamed of just putting 5 extra pounds on the bar, going from 235 to 240 and saying, okay, well, I know I could have did 245, so let's just do 245. No, do 240. Master the 240. Don't jump ahead, because that's what I did. I jumped ahead thinking I was balling, thinking I was doing good, when in actuality I really wasn't. But now I can do 350 with ease, and I'm happy with that. My goal is to hit 400, and that's all I want to do. If I can hit 400, I'm fine. So like I said, if you take anything from the video, reevaluate your training to help get past your plateaus. Make sure you increase your weight in increments, very small increments. That'll help you do it. And go back and look at your routine too. It might be a certain exercise that you're doing that could be taken away from a different exercise or a different movement. I can't really give you a good example on that, but I would say, for instance, maybe you're doing too much of a heavyweight in barbell bent rows, and that's kind of putting stress on your back, and that's kind of taking away from your deadlifts. So maybe you might want to retract a little bit of the weight off of your barbell bent rows and increase your weight on your deadlifts. I mean, give or take. I mean, I done tried all kinds of things, guys. I mean, it got to the point with my deadlifts where I took the straight bar, put it on the cable, and you know how you do upright rows like this? I put it on the cable, and I would get in my deadlifting position, come up first, and then do an upright row. I was trying everything, but I think it helped though. But that was just, you know, something on the side. Okay. Anyways, one thing before I go, I want to give a shout out to Ant, the one guy that I be training with, that I helped. You know, obviously he had the diabetes or whatnot, so I had kind of connected with him. This past Friday, he went to the doctor and actually got off of the diabetes pills and medication. So far, everything's been good. We've been lifting and training hard. He know I got about 32 days left, so we are in the works right now to try to figure out a way to get us a good weekend, a good whole week of training, a whole week, and I just break down each workout with you guys, try to introduce him to you, get him on the camera. Real cool dude. We'll see what we can do. But in the meantime, hope this video made some type of sense. Try to shift through my words and find something that you can take from it, because I'm pretty sure there's something in it that everybody can take from it, hopefully. It's been Jam Monster 81, sipping on my good green tea right here. And I'll catch you boys on the flip side. Peace.